Hi there. I am so excited to be here with ILG's new Senior Program Manager, Roberto Carlos Torres. He is joining ILG very recently, just after a few weeks on the job, and we're here to just learn a little bit more about who Roberto is, kind of what his background is, how it ties into ILG's mission and goals and vision, and what he's been doing and what he's going to be doing in the next couple of months. So, Roberto, welcome. We are so excited that you've joined Team ILG.
Thank
For
you.
anybody that doesn't know you, can you just tell everyone about your professional background and some of the passions that drive you to do this work?
Sure, yeah, thank you, Erica. Growing up as a first generation Salvadorian American to working class immigrant parents, I kind of grew up with an instilled understanding and appreciation for community. And environmental justice was something that, through just living in my environment, both in San Francisco and then in Richmond, so kind of in the Bay Area, I really started to appreciate civic engagement. And that kind of is what led me to really look at attending Sacramento State University, earning my degree in government and communication studies, and working in local government. My one of my first jobs was working as a rec aide for the city of San Pablo, and really getting to see just how local government worked at a basic level. That really drew me a lot. And then going to Sacramento State University, I actually was interning at state capitol and learning just how state government worked. And that really got my drive going to connect underserved communities and give them a greater voice. And so really spearheaded my kind of community organizing, especially in San Diego, with an election cycle coming on, and looking to do Latino outreach, as there was a disconnect between that community. That really kicked off a lot of my community engagement work, understanding just how to bridge that gap between the community and elected officials and local governments, and eventually really led me to working within the city of San Diego as the first climate equity specialist for the city, which really brought together the community organizing, sustainability work, and environmental justice kind of work, all together into understanding how to advance equity and environmental justice within the San Diego communities.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate that your experience is this really unique blend of that equity and that engagement and that sustainability. And a lot of ILG's work, especially recently, and we think into the future, is going to connect to those areas. So, talk to us about some of the projects we've got on the horizon for the public engagement pillar and the equity work that we're doing across all of our work.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and really wanting to lean into my unique expertise that does blend those three kind of disciplines, if you will, together. And so, looking at bringing forward environmental justice webinars to really talk about all aspects of how cities, counties, and special districts can start addressing that question of environmental justice and bringing that forward. But even kind of taking a larger view of equity and public engagement, things that are kind of intertwined, and how ILG can play a role in helping navigate those discussions, uh, building those bridges with communities, and really helping do good governance. So webinars, plenty of webinar series that'll kind of cover a lot of those topics, as well as working on enhancing our tiers public engagement training, to incorporate a lot more of that conversation around equity and community engagement work, as well as expanding a little bit on our shift pillar and having that conversation of how to bring institutional change to better public engagement within our local jurisdictions. So, super exciting work on that end, as well as just also providing tailored public engagement trainings to different organizations. And a lot of our work and is really expanding, and folks are paying attention. So really excited to bring on a lot of new partnerships that are going to support our work and really expand what we do here in ILG.
I love that. And I think we're going to be launching our panel of advisors for public engagement pretty soon. We are relaunching it, actually. It used to exist a few years ago, and then with the pandemic, things shifted. And we are ready to bring that back, certainly with a lot of experts in public engagement, other experts in equity. The new generation, I would say, the evolution of the public engagement kind of disciplines and the equity concepts, really making sure that those we have those kind of top of mind as we're developing our efforts moving forward. So I'm excited to see Roberto lead that work. And There's just a lot happening in public engagement. There's a lot that's really, I think, one of the things we're really leaning into is just how do we stay in touch? How do we stay connected? How do we stay kind of relevant and really, really addressing those things? So there's a lot to work with, but what are you most excited about as we head into Q4 in 2023?
Like I mentioned, those webinar series around environmental justice, equity, and public engagement are really coming down. We're planning those out now and hoping to have at least one or two of those into the last quarter of the year here, as well as building those connections and identifying new partnerships to really support a lot of the work that we're doing, and also tailoring some engagement trainings for some of our affiliate jurisdictions that are interested in doing a kind of more tailored approach. So really excited about those things coming down.
I love that. I know that like spent a lot of my career doing public engagement both on the ground and strategically, and I love that you have that experience really on the ground as well. And we're very much looking forward to working with jurisdictions, I think, across the state that need the help, whether it's facilitation or convening or otherwise. And Roberto, I'm excited about the work you're going to do in this space. So thank you so much for talking to me about this and sharing a little bit more about you with the ILG listeners. So have a great day.
Thank you.